Brandon and I met through work, not the place you're supposed to meet your spouse, and I was new to Texas. I moved here about 6 years ago, and I didn't know anybody, and he was such a good friend to me off the bat. We were always friends, and I knew there was something special about him, and it grew into something more, and he's been my best friend ever since, and I love him so much, and I'm so grateful, and I thank God every day that I moved here and found him.
Slowly and surely, kind of at the same pace, we started to fall for each other and want to spend more time together. I finally, asked her out. I didn't realize it was our first date at the time, but it was. And we went out, and I think we're just really comfortable together. It was like hanging out with a really good friend more than it was like a scary date. And it was always natural, and that just made it easy to spend more and more time together.
Jess, the big day is finally here, and I couldn't be happier. I couldn't think of a better person to have by my side through the rest of my life. You have the most genuine, caring, and selfless heart of anyone I've ever met. I sleep easy at night because I know how lucky I am to have somebody beside me that would do anything for me.
Brandon Russell Priest. I always tell you, I think everything happens for a reason, and I thank God every day for bringing me to Houston. Meeting you 6 years ago wasn't an accident. You were my purpose, you are my purpose, and you will always be my purpose.
I was maybe a little slow to get there, but I know that I'm in love with you. You are my best friend, and you are beautiful inside and out. You're everything I could ever dream of, and I love you so much.
I promise to always choose you. I promise to always cherish you. I promise to always love you. Through sickness and in health for the rest of our lives, I can't wait to see you at the end of that aisle. I'll be there with that big smile on my face, ready for the rest of my life with you.
I heard a story about how a California girl took a risk and moved to Texas. I heard how in that move she met Brandon, and all of a sudden life in Texas seemed quite appealing. I met two people who have sensitive hearts and truly believe it's God's will that they are better together than they are apart. I give you all of who I am.
I give you all of who I am.
And all that I have.
And all that I have.
I promise to honor you.
Promise to honor you.
And cherish you.
And cherish you.
All the days of my life.
All the days of my life.
I make these promises.
I make these promises.
In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Looking to God for divine sanction, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Brandon, you may kiss your bride.
Congratulating and welcoming Mr. and Mrs. Brandon Priest!
A little more than a year after JJ sadly moved to Houston, she started talking to me about one boy in particular, Brandon. She talked about how funny he was, how good he was at selling rocket stuff, how nicely he treated her, and I was like, uh-oh, this guy's gonna make her stay in Texas forever.
It's been neat watching the good Lord bless each one of us with kind of a perfect match to what we need in our life, and he nailed it. Once again, you have the patience of Job, which is the #1 trait needed to deal with priests. Without further ado, to Brandon and Jess.
So when Brandon told me he was gonna propose to JJ, I happy cried at my desk in front of all my coworkers because I could not have been happier to know that my best friend was going to say yes to the man who will make her laugh every day until they're old, deliver her food when she's hangry, never take advantage of her kindness, match her goofiness and kind, and love her always, even on days when he may not like her. Now that you guys have said I do, I pray for nothing but the most blessed marriage filled with adventure, patience, and love. I can't wait to watch you guys grow old together and, of course, grow old with you. Congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Priest.